I got the juice.
Still got the juice. Jacina, love. We're here with Staten Island Ladibree in the building.
What's up? What's up? I'm happy to be here.
Beautiful. I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Man, I know they're gonna say this. I always say this too. What's up? The energy.
Always. Energy is everything.
Everything.
Energy is everything. Come on.
Energy is everything. You came in with it. You've always been with it. I mean, we've been seeing you since 2017 with what was it? Ambitions and
All-nighters.
All-nighters.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. The tape that started it off.
Yo, 2017 was when you dropped it.
Yeah.
But what really started it out for you?
Honestly, I was writing that during high school.
Okay.
So it was just me, really just trying to figure out what my sound was. I was growing up, I was experiencing different things. Growing up in Staten Island is not unlike kind of growing up anywhere else in New York City, And I was just kind of like speaking to what I was, seeing, my surroundings. I was having a great time in high school and just, hanging out with my friends. And then when I went to college, I was like, I have all this music that I recorded during my time in high school. It's time to kind of put something together and release it out to the world. So Ambitions and All-Nighters came out of the fact that like I got into my first year of college and I wasn't sleeping. Straight like that.
Literally.
Straight like that. I was not sleeping, whether it was, trying to get work done, whether it was, outside with the homies. It was just like freshman year was a wild one. And I wanted to kind of give people some insight to what Ladibree was on up until that time. I was about 18. So I was a kid.
Yo, but then you went from a kid to going abroad to Japan. And we got to talk about these things because I feel this is a vulnerability we don't want to talk about. We want to talk about, we don't need school. We don't need the education.
Right.
And I feel this teachers on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Teachers on.
Listen, I'll say this much. I realize being in college made me recognize that college isn't for everybody.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I recognize that like it's a certain, some people just genuinely don't enjoy it. And you're not enjoying, a space or a thing that people are expecting you to put so much time and energy into. It can really drain you and make you not be your best self. So, I experienced that for a little bit up until I figured out what I wanted my major to be and, what I was good at and what, made me feel fulfilled. But overall, my college experience was one that I kind of resented for a little bit because I felt there was a point in time where I was feeling like, I'm spending all this time pulling all-nighters, doing calculus and, classes I don't even really care for when I could be making music. Yeah. And I really just decided to see it through. And kind of provide a certain life for myself after the fact that allows me to do what I'm doing with music at such a high level. One of the things that college gave me was the ability to recognize I didn't want to just be someone who only focused on the music. My journey as an artist, as a musician, of course, is to, release my music and share my story with the world and make people happy and feel like, somebody gets it in their life by the things that I say. But long term, the goal is to be an exec. It's to be a boss. It's to be someone who understands the business and leverages it and takes it to that next level. I feel like, we hear about Hov, we hear about Diddy, we hear about Master P. I feel like there's a certain presence of a music mogul in a female body right now. And I want to be that. I feel like if there are women out there that's doing that right now, they need more recognition.
That's right.
So if I have to be the trailblazer to say, you got the light on me and I put the light on them, that's what I'm gonna do. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to shake some shit up.
Yo, congratulations, you did get your degree.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
And you dropped something during that time too.
I did. I dropped
the name of that?
An EP called Only Everything.
Only Everything. I like that title.
Yeah.
What's up with these titles?
I put a lot of thought.
I love that. I love that. You put a lot of thought into everything.
I do. I really do. I overthink to a certain extent.
That's good. That's a good thing.
But I think, one thing about me and about my music and about my art and just my personality in general is that I'm very intentional. I know what it is, for the most part, that I want out of life, that I want to do and how I want it to be done. My manager and my team have been great facilitators and kind of like helping me manage that because I can get a bit neurotic with it. But, I'm just passionate. Like I'm passionate and I've been around too many people for too long that made me feel like something was wrong with being passionate. And now I don't care. Like I just recognize that if you're not passionate about something, then that's sad for you. because people need something to live for, and you know, I think
and passion screams so many different things, right? Because it could go from one level to the next. It could go from intense pain to intense
joy,
happiness.
Absolutely.
So passion is such a beautiful thing.
It is, but you mentioned it earlier. Passion kind of gives you the space to be vulnerable.
That's right.
A lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable. A lot of people are afraid to be passionate about something because then it kind of opens up the world to say, oh, you care about this. Let me, make you feel a way about it. Right. Oh, you got feeling. And it's like, if I'm not feeling, I'm not human, bro. Like, if I'm not feeling, I'm not living, I'm not growing.
And can we be clear? Music is all felt.
Always.
It's all feeling.
Always.
If you're not feeling while you're creating music, something off.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are normalized that, but I'm not one of them.
Oh no.
I'm not one of them.
And to say the versatility in your music.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, what a blessing.
Absolutely.
They put me on to some good.
I got some joys, and they're not the same. I think I kind of just got, comfortable with the fact that I can do more than one thing and not be afraid to show that. I feel like overall there's nothing, we see people do it all the time. Everybody's genre bending. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, somebody's spitting a verse. Next thing you know, they're on a song with Ed Sheeran and Dua Lipa. And it's why would I do myself a disservice of putting myself in a box when I know I can do?
Why can't I do Dua Lipas? Why can't I do the crossover with the languages?
Come on.
Why?
Come on. Like, I'm about to put Latin rap.
Why not? Forget why.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't think there's a good enough reason as to why you should do it unless you're scared.
Ooh.
Scared? Like, what's up? Crickets. Look, like for real, like as an artist, a lot of people out here may or may not take the craft seriously, but I take the craft seriously. And one of the things that I've learned around the people that I've been, I grew up around that were doing music, they made me recognize that the craft is something that should continuously evolve.
That's right.
Whether that takes form in how you start to write your bars or how you change your flows or even how you choose your beats or, what genres you get into, you got to evolve. Nobody stays the same. You shouldn't stay the same.
And if we call it a culture evolves, it changes.
It does.
We eat off each other. We grow.
We get inspired by different things and we implement them. Like we really keeping it a being. We're 50 years of hip hop. Hip hop started off with people taking records from their grandma's crates or their parents' crates and messing around with it and making it their own. Like, you can't tell me that this is not what this is. This is not what we're built on.
You can't tell me that this is something I have to stick to. A sound that I have to stick to.
Right.
How? When it was a sound that was made up. Come on, man.
Creativity.
We're talking the good stuff over here.
Listen, I'm an Aquarius. I don't like rules. So I don't like rules. They meant to be broken. So that's what I'm on.
So what we got coming out? It's been, it's 2017, 2019, now we here, baby.
The real. I just dropped a joint back in April called Live and Die, and I'm in a space to where, like, I'm going on a run this summer. My plan is I'm giving y'all at least 2 drops this summer. I may be giving y'all some house vibes.
Ooh.
You don't know, now you know.
I think I know, but I'm gonna act like I don't.
I might give y'all some house vibes, and I'm gonna also give y'all some heavy shit. It's just, I love 808s. So take that as you may. I love stuff that knocks. So take that as you may.
Can I really say that I love the fact that you're a woman?
Yes.
You stand for LGBTQ.
Always.
Right?
Always.
There's just so many aspects to you, but at the end of the day, you're an artist. I spoke to Lola Brooke 2 years ago. Ooh. And I asked her about being a female and a female rapper, and she was like, I don't see it anyway because I'm a rapper.
Right.
And I ran with that ever since because it's so true.
It's not that. Like, especially when you in New York, you don't look at it as being a female rapper. At least that's not how we're brought up.
I feel like in general, women and we're not. Listen, we're playing around with titles, right?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
we're taking off titles, right?
And that's the way it should be. I feel like society kind of falls into this pattern of, to
box us
in. And it's like, when you grow up in New York City, and you get in them ciphers, or you get on that mic, or you decide to say, oh, I'm gonna spit something, you go 8 times out of 10, it's gonna be all dudes in there. Okay? So it's not a matter of, you know, if you're a female, do you got bars? What you working?
Talk about.
What you working with?
What you talking about?
Because if you fire, you fire. That's just what it is, and that's how I look at it as an artist. I'm not putting myself in this space like, oh, I'm a female rapper. I don't rap like most female rappers to begin with. I don't talk about the same things. My life is different. My body different, okay? But I'm just, you know, overall, I'm just saying I'm still a woman, and my perspective on life as a woman who loves women, or as a woman who presents, you know, masculine a lot of the time. Sometimes I switch it up and get into my feminine, but it's like my energy and my experience is different, and I think that there's power in speaking to that, because there is an audience that understands it, feels it, and wants to hear it in spaces that, you know, may not necessarily hear it.
That's right. And not only speaking it, but standing in it.
Oh, always.
And
you know,
for those that can't.
Yes, that's extremely important.
Be that backbone. Be that, and we love what you are bringing.
You so much.
I've been bringing.
Thank you so much. That's
Yo, you performed in so many different.
I have
so many different showcases. Which one was your best? Which one was your favorite?
My
Not your best.
favorite. My favorite. So this one wasn't even a showcase, but it was a festival. So I performed with Move Forward Music. Shout out to them. And I performed alongside Doechii, Baby Tate, Sleepy Hollow at the Knockdown Center. And that was a huge, huge show, because it was, you know, the Knockdown Center is huge. There was a bunch of people in there, and I was the opener. So like I was the person to set it off. So I came in there on some like, if they gonna remember anything, they gonna remember the first person hit the stage.
Definitely.
And that's exactly what me and my squad came with. MLM was in the building. We had dancers, we had a DJ, we had the hype people, we had choreography. Ooh. We was on it. So it's like, you know, that was probably my favorite performance, or my favorite show. I've definitely had others, and honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack. A lot of my favorite shows outside of that are like more intimate events, because then I get to really connect with people. Like that's really, really important to me as an artist. Like when I make music, I make it, you know, to, you know, perform and connect with people. But when I'm performing it, if I'm able to like really get with y'all and get y'all hype, and we all doing it together, that's great. But it's nothing like getting off of a huge, huge stage. You know, you get off stage and people like on the side waiting for you to try to say what's up and try to get your autograph or try to take a picture with you. Like it's nothing like that, because then it just lets you know that you're on the right track, whatever that track may be.
Still got the juice. When you hear the term, what comes to mind?
Q. No, I think, you know, still got the juice. Basically, I think it's really a statement to New York. I think for a very long time, the South has been running hip hop, or that's what has been said, or that's what's been felt. That's what the culture has been dominated by. And I think Still Got the Juice just kind of stands in the fact that like we still here. We got our own style. We still got the New York swag. Ain't nothing to sleep on about us. We never lost it. We never went nowhere. We you know our body. It's just a matter of letting y'all see that we just doing it a little differently this go around.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can't wait for you to come back.
Absolutely. I got some stuff.
Ladibree.
Yes.
I'm waiting.
I got you.
Such a pleasure to meet you.
It's such a pleasure. Let me a hug.
Yeah. Still got the juice. Ladibree, Jacina Love. We out of here, baby.